Okay guys, we are currently at Barnes & Noble. I saw Haley Pham do a video recently where she asked strangers their favorite books and then read them, and I actually started to film one of these videos back in the summertime and I got too nervous, so I didn't end up finishing the video, but she's given me a little bit more confidence to go and do it. So I'm going to try and attempt to ask 3 different strangers their favorite books, buy them at Barnes & Noble if they're there, and then read them this week. So we're gonna see how it goes. I'm very nervous because I'm just alone. I don't have Jensen with me today because she's sick, but I think I can do it. And it's very busy because it's holiday shopping. It's beginning of December, so I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people in here. So hopefully I can find some people that seem like they wouldn't mind sharing their favorite book with me. I'm not gonna ask them to be on camera unless they want to. We're gonna attempt to go into Barnes if I don't freak out and ask strangers their favorite books. So let's head in. Can I ask you guys a question? Yeah. I'm gonna make a video where I ask strangers their favorite books and I read them. Okay. So can you guys tell me like one of your favorite books?
Okay. Have you read Local Woman Missing?
It's a thriller, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I don't know if I have. I know what you're talking about.
I didn't like know anything about it like going in. And
okay.
I still think about it all the time.
Okay.
I still think about it.
You said Local Woman Missing? Okay. Perfect. Thank you guys.
You're welcome. Your little bow in your hair is adorable.
Oh, thank you.
It's so pretty.
Thanks. Can I ask you guys a question? Yeah. And I want to do a video where I read strangers like favorite reads. So I don't know if you guys could recommend me a book to read. Like one of your favorites.
Oh gosh.
It can be any genre.
So have you delved into the world of Sarah J. Maas? Throne of Glass is like that entire series is amazing.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
One series that I really like, it's actually on Netflix, it's called Mindhunter. It's basically how in the FBI, the psychology department came to be during the 70s and 80s with serial killers.
Oh wow.
And that's how like they started finding out and piecing together and actually putting together like if you have certain traits like these and they come up in, you know, really young childhood or like you start noticing patterns, then you probably are going to find your killer.
Wow.
So it's really good.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I am parked in a Target parking lot. I'm filming 2 videos in one day. So if this looks familiar from last week's video, that's why. But I did ask 4 different people actually their favorite books, and I'm going to tell you guys what I ended up with. So the first 2 girls I asked, they were all like friends. They were 2 different friend groups I asked, but the first 2 girls were named Celine and Sierra, and it was really nice to meet them. They were so sweet. So I asked them what their favorite books are, and Celine is a fantasy girly. She is all about ACOTAR, all about the Throne of Glass series, and I asked her, I was like, I've read the first 2 books of ACOTAR, and she told me to read the 3rd one, but I just don't know if I'm ready for that right now. And I asked her if I could start the Throne of Glass series without finishing ACOTAR, and she told me yes. So guys, this one's very exciting. I picked up the first Throne of Glass book in the series. I know this series is so long. There's gonna be a lot going on, so I'm a little bit nervous to jump into this, especially because I've only read the first 2 books of ACOTAR, but she told me that I could read this without finishing that series. She said they're 2 completely different series. I honestly don't know too much about the 2 different worlds, so I trusted her on that, but she told me the series is absolutely incredible, and obviously I know so many people love it. Probably more than ACOTAR. I've heard more diehard people talk about this series, so I'm excited to read it. I'm very nervous, so I'm not sure if this is the book I'm going to start with this week, but I did pick it up, and thank you to Celine for this book recommendation. Okay, the next girl I asked was Sierra. She was friends with Celine. They were together. So Sierra recommended a book that I've actually never heard of, but it's a Netflix series or a Netflix movie. I'm honestly maybe the most excited about this one because it just sounds so intriguing, but it is called Mindhunter, and you can see right here it says Netflix original series, so I guess it is a series. She was telling me a little bit about this. It says it's inside the FBI's elite serial crime unit. It's about this man named John Douglas, and he's a special agent. He's basically studied a bunch of serial killers and studies their movements, their past, everything leading up to them kind of becoming serial killers. It says that Mindhunter takes takes readers behind the scenes of some of John Douglas's most gruesome, fascinating, and challenging cases and into the darkest recesses of our worst nightmares. So I'm honestly a little bit scared. This is a true crime, and I'm a little bit nervous to read this. This sounds so interesting. Right up my alley. I love true crime. I've never really read a true crime book. I've only been kind of into thrillers and psychological stuff, but this is like all real stuff. So it'll be very interesting. I'm very, very intrigued by this. So I'm excited. This is definitely something I would have never come across on my own. So I'm excited that Sierra recommended this one. This is the second book I have. I'm very nervous, but I think it'll be good. So thank you, Sierra, for recommending this one. There were another two girls I went up to. These were the first two girls I went up to. I forgot to get these girls' names, but they were super sweet. One of the girls recommended Tessa Bailey's My Killer Vacation, which I could not find anywhere. They had all of Tessa Bailey's books basically besides this one. So I don't know why I couldn't find it, but yeah, that kind of took that one out because I just could not find it at Barnes. So I'm very sorry about that. The other girl I talked to, she recommended Local Woman Missing, which again, I've heard a lot about. This has really good reviews on Goodreads, so I'm excited to read it. I've definitely been in like a thriller mood, so I'm glad that the girlies picked some like darker themed books. So this book is about a few girls that go missing. The first one's name is Shelby, and then following Shelby is Meredith Dickey and her 6-year-old daughter Delilah. They vanished just blocks away from where Shelby went missing. This case basically goes cold for 11 years, and then Delilah shows up randomly and everyone's like, what's happened? Where were you? What have you been through? Kind of thing. It's kind of figuring out what happened to these local missing women. Basically, you can tell by the title, but this again has really good reviews. I'm excited to read this. So I had some great recommendations. I'm very glad I just went for it and went up to girls because they were all so incredibly nice. Obviously, people love to talk about their favorite books, so it's really fun to see what other people love to read, and I'm excited to dive into these. I feel like these are really great recommendations. This should be very interesting. I'll let you guys know later on which book I choose to read first. We'll see what I'm in the mood for. But this week I'm going to be reading Strangers recommendations, so I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll let you guys know once I start one of the books. Hi guys, happy Monday. I started reading Local Missing Woman today, so this is the first book we're gonna do for Strangers Choose My Reads for a week, but I'm really enjoying it so far. It's very much a thriller. It very much jumps right into the story, which I like. It's super quick paced, it changes point of views all the time, so it definitely catches your attention right away. I'm on page 92 right now, so I haven't read too much into it, and I'm still like finding out all the characters. There is a lot of different characters in this story, and it goes from the present to the past, like back and forth, so I'm kind of just figuring out all their stories and how they're linked together. But basically the basis is this girl Shelby, she goes missing first, and then like 10 or 14 days later a mom and a daughter go missing, so it kind of jumps into all their stories and how they're linked and kind of like where they're at right now. But I'm going to sit down and read right now. It's already 8 o'clock. I'm gonna sit down and read more into the book, and then I'll update you guys tomorrow once I get to know a bit more of the story and how it's going. Hi guys, happy Wednesday. I have to do this really quick because I'm about to go to work. I finished Local Missing Women yesterday and I actually really liked it. I gave it a 4-star. I thought that it was really well written, going like back and forth. It kept your attention the whole time, so I loved that. The ending was like a little bit predictable. It still had like a shock element, so I did really enjoy that, and I'm happy to have read it, but I gave it 4 stars, so it was a good solid start. The next book I am starting is Mindhunter, and this one is about the FBI agent that basically studies serial killers, so it's gonna be wild. I'm already on chapter 3, so I've read a little bit into it, and it's definitely interesting. It's like you're reading a true crime podcast basically in real time, kind of, because it's all about his experience with like actual criminals and how he got into this and everything. It's very interesting. I'm excited to watch the Netflix series after, but I wanted to just give you guys a little bit of an update of where I'm at. So it's now Wednesday. I'm starting our second book. Also, for our third book, I picked up Throne of Glass, but I asked on my Instagram stories if I should read Throne of Glass first or Assassin's Blade, and the opinions were so divided. Like, I had so many answers of opinions that were completely different, and so it made me honestly more confused. I think the majority of people said you should read Assassin's Blade first, but again, like, there were some cases where people were like, do not read Assassin's Blade first, that's the wrong order. So I just don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to figure that out by like Friday, so we'll see what happens. But for now, we're reading Mindhunter, and I will update you guys later of where I'm at and my thoughts on it. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Hi guys, happy Thursday. I wanted to update you guys of where I'm at on Mindhunter. So I'm on chapter 8 right now. It's page 154. I feel like I'm not moving super quickly on this book because it's interesting, but it's just like not really up my alley, so it doesn't like make me want to read it. I do like love listening to true crime podcasts, and I basically feel like this book is kind of like a true crime podcast, just reading it. So I'd rather be listening to it than reading it, honestly. The first part of it is a lot of background about John Douglas. Lately, it's starting to be a little bit more about like serial killers and different people who commit murders and stuff like that, and just kind of behind it in their minds. They go and interview people and try to kind of figure out why they do the things they do. So that part has been interesting. It's just like not really my cup of tea of what I would typically read. It's more of something I would like listen to. So that's been a little bit challenging to get through, but we are getting through it slowly but surely. Yesterday, I went and got Assassin's Blade because so many people told me to start with Assassin's Blade instead of Throne of Glass. So once I finish Mindhunter, I do have Assassin's Blade now, so we can jump into that for our next book. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. It's Thursday, almost Friday. We're almost to the weekend. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll update you guys more later or tomorrow on where I'm at in Mindhunter, and we'll wrap up Mindhunter and switch to Assassin's Blade. So that'll be very exciting. I'm most excited about that book, I think. I will see you guys later. Hi guys, happy Saturday. I haven't recorded in a little bit because I have been at a book signing all day, so I was gone the entire day and haven't read at all. But yesterday I did finish Mindhunter, and like the beginning of the day, it wasn't my usual cup of tea, but it was definitely interesting to find out like all about profiling in the FBI and how these guys draw conclusions of what kind of people are doing these certain murders is kind of basically what the whole gist of it is. I think I would personally give it like a 3.5 because I did like it, but it just wasn't like up my alley. So, you know, this isn't the type of book I'm usually drawn to, but it was fun reading something that was, you know, different from what I typically read. So I'm happy that she chose this and I could read something a little bit different. But we are now moving on to our final book of the week. It is Saturday, so we'll see how much of this I can get done tonight and then tomorrow. We are starting the Throne of Glass series, which one of the girls I met, Celine, in the bookstore, she recommended this series. I'm starting with Assassin's Blade after a very wide debated poll I did on my Instagram, but majority of people said Assassin's Blade. I'm gonna start reading Assassin's Blade and see how I like it, what it's all about. So I'm very excited to jump into it. I'm a little nervous just because so many people love this series, so I really want to like be focused and know what's happening and really just be into it when I'm reading. It's already like 5 o'clock. I'll update you guys when I get a little bit further into it, all my thoughts and feelings and everything like that, but I'm excited to jump into it, so let's go read. It's now Sunday. I have done no reading since yesterday and today. I have had so much going on. I've just been doing a lot this weekend. I was with one of my friends like the whole day today, and it's now 3 o'clock. I've only read 3 chapters of Assassin's Blade, so I can't really speak on it like at all because I'm barely into it, but I like the 2 chapters I've read so far. I'm on chapter 3, so that's really where we're at. It's Sunday, so I'm definitely not gonna have it done tonight, but we're gonna continue this into beginning of this next week, and hopefully I'll finish it and wrap up this video for you guys so I can tell you all about my thoughts and feelings on Assassin's Blade. But just wanted to give you a little update that that's where we're at. I've had such a busy weekend, so reading has been delayed, but we're getting back to it right now, and I'm going to sit down and read for a bit. But I just wanted to give a tiny little update that I haven't read, so we need to get to it. Hi guys, I just wanted to give an update and kind of end off this video, but I finished Assassin's Blade and I absolutely loved it so much. I'm so excited to continue on with the Throne of Glass series. I absolutely loved Selena and like finding out all about her story and background and all of that. She's such a badass. Like, I'm obsessed with her as of now. Don't know if that will change, but I love her so much as of now. I'm very excited to continue on with the series. I would give this a 4.5. It was very close to a 5-star for me. I am just so excited to keep on reading Throne of Glass. So I wanted to give you guys a little update and kind of end off the video, but this was so much fun having strangers choose my reads for the week. Obviously everyone has different genres and different books that they enjoy, so it was really fun getting recommendations from people I didn't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in my next video.